Hi friends, July 24th, 2024, Ford's executive shippingly began the earnings call. The audience is angry investors and skeptical analysis. Ford has missed was script running expectations, and as a result, their shares the financial crash of 2008. Their $103 billion in debt is even more concerning. The cause of this crisis seems obvious to everyone except Ford. Leadership paper for a barrage of difficult questions and harsh comments. You said Ford the different company from what 3 years ago, but stock market doesn't seem to agree with you all on that. Leadership is stopped after a storm of criticism. Ford CEO Jim Clarin speaks. EV journey has been humbling. Ford had a bet and big on EVs and $100 billion to EV race, but now that has bet failed and they seem to be pulling out. What happened to Ford? How do they end up here? As it turned out, this was caused by more than EVs. So before getting the video, hit the like button and make sure subscribe and comment which country yours. So let's begin today's our video. Ford situation is bad, but on the surface, most would assume Ford is doing fine. In fact, their revenue on is moving up to their rate, and end of the day, 2020 their revenue had falling dramatically during the pandemic. They over 50% year-over-year, but after a tough period, things began to pick up. Annual revenue was $127 billion in 2020, then $137 billion in 2021, and $158 billion in 2022, and finally $176 billion in 2023. That's honestly extremely improves their growth, especially in such saturated market like the automotive industry. Especially the company has much more than revenue, and at this scale things are much more complicated. In fact, we can see much more of the problem just by looking at their profitability. Ford's operating income gone up and down, but after the extremely unprofitable sessions during in the pandemic, things were looking up in 2020-23. But as time passed and investors watched their outlook changes from optimistic and calculations and to concerned. Ford income was going down while the revenue was going up. This dropped Ford down to the list of the S&P 500. All the rank to wave 4,494th, almost of the list entirely. So what's going on here? There is revenue is climbing. How much is profit seemingly going down? Well, before we going to answer that, we need to look at one crucial details. The reason is alarm bells and ringing forced debt. That is almost $150 billion total debt in 2023. Ford had a debt D&E ratio is 2.2. That means their debit is more than twice its shareholder equity, and that number has only risen since there is total debited equity ratio of 3.59. For comparison, their industry average for automotive manufacturer is 1.01 and BMW ratio is 1.17 and Toyota was only about 0.6. Even before the pandemic, their debt ratio of 3 in 2019. Their broad is down dramatically in 2021, but their debit has slowly beginning clear up again and again, jumping by over 10 billion in 2023. Yet financially things are scared. Financial things are shaky and bash. There is two behind this. One of them is Ford EV ambitions. The saddest part is the things started off so well. So this will be continued part 2. Drop the comment for part 2 video. So if you like this video, hit the like button and make sure to subscribe and don't forget. Thanks for watching. I see you in my next video, and then peace.